Throughout the complexities of the underground network, there is of course a large number of different hazardous energy sources. In all this, the management of risk is of paramount importance, so as to ensure your personal safety and the safety of others at all times. Tube lines must have in place and rigidly enforce a robust procedure to minimise risk to a level deemed to be as low as reasonably practicable when it comes to the safe, effective and efficient isolation of equipment, whether this be electrical, water or gas pressure systems, hydraulics, energy from springs, to name but a few. The equipment, machinery and systems that can generate such energy are sited in all manner of places, from trackside locations and equipment boxes in subsurface locations, to machinery and systems in deep level areas and confined spaces. So, Tube Lines has in place an important procedure called lockout and tagout, and in case you think that this procedure doesn't apply to you, it almost certainly does, which is why you've been asked to watch this programme. Lockout tagout applies to all projects or systems or maintenance and operation of all assets under the contracted and administrative control of Tube Lines. It provides details about the process you must work to for de-energising, isolating and ensuring the energy isolation of systems, equipment and machinery in which the unexpected energising or switching on of the equipment, machines or systems, or the release of stored energy could cause injury or even death. In fact, the Tube Lines lockout-tagout procedure is so important that, quite apart from the potential hazards, failure to comply with it could lead to disciplinary action being taken against you, which could include dismissal, or if you are a contractor or third party, prosecution for you and or your company. Remember, you could be designated as a person assigned to one of the following roles, or you may need to work closely with someone who has been. So, here are the key responsibilities for the core personnel normally involved in lockout-tagout procedures that can be summarised as follows. Project representative. Verify permit requester is authorised. Verify lockout-tagout devices suitability. Identify if specific lockout-tagout procedure is available. Approve or work to lockout-tagout procedure, and remember that, out of the two, lockout is the preferred method of energy isolation or control. Enter information in logbook or log sheet at required times. Permit requester. Identify need for permit. Complete permit application. Notify affected personnel of permit at required time. Assemble applicable lockout-tagout devices. At appropriate time, complete permit closure. Authorised operator. Verify lockout-tagout devices suitability. Install signs or warnings in affected areas. Verify affected areas and that isolation device is in line of sight. If not, arrange with contractor or other body to place a watchman. Shut down or isolate as applicable. Verify that the equipment is shut down or isolated in affected areas. Confirm this with energy display. Attach lockout-tagout at point of isolation or shutdown. Release stored energy. Verify effectiveness of energy dissipation. Declare beginning of lockout/tagout. When the work of the other parties is performed and complete, inform affected areas or personnel to prepare end of lockout/tagout. Verify equipment is ready for operation. Ensure personnel are safely positioned. Verify affected areas and that shutdown or isolation device is in line of sight. Remove energy isolation device. Test equipment for operational safety. Confirm with energy display. Remove lockout/tagout at point of isolation or shutdown. Liaise with project representative and permit requester to complete tasks. Contractor or tube lines. Place watchman as required and liaise with authorised operator. Perform and complete work during isolation as needed. Reinstall all dismantled parts, sub-assemblies, etc. removed for installation or maintenance. Reinstall safety guards, protective devices, fuses, etc. Remove tools, rests, etc. from operating and affected areas. Test equipment for operational safety in affected areas. Liaise with authorised operator and permit requester as necessary. It is also important to note that all three of the above roles has a remit to keep the client well briefed and informed as necessary of progress or any problems as the stages of the lockout/tagout procedure itself are exercised. If an emergency release of the lockout/tagout is required, this must be coordinated with the project representative, the authorised operator and the permit requester. Between them, they will establish all the possible risks involved and take all necessary steps to ensure the equipment, machinery or systems are safely returned to their original state. The project representative has the power to give authorisation to the permit requester for the emergency release or termination of a lockout/tagout. Whether you are a member of Tube Lines staff, a Tube Lines contractor or a third party, should you need any further information about this procedure, please ask your supervisor, line manager or site person in charge before commencing any work. Thank you for watching.